Hi, my name's Scott McGill. I offer Skype guitar instruction, and this clip is going to again deal with chords, fusion chords, and again with the harmonic vocabulary of people like Allan Holdsworth, Pat Metheny, and other modern guitarists. And this is going to deal with more unusual chord voicings in terms of the voicing itself. So we're only going to use 4-note voicings, but we're going to start on the 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th strings, and chords on the 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 6th strings exclusively. Okay, and I'll start on the 1, 2, 4, and 5 first. The first thing we're going to do is look at the voicings in terms of just setting up the basic ones, the basic major 7th voicings. Okay, and once I play these, you'll probably start to hear that they're a bit familiar in terms of fusion. If you're a fan of fusion music, you'll probably start to hear that some of these voicings are familiar. Okay, the first one is going to be a C major 7. We'll start out with the basic major 7ths, and then we'll expand from there, and then we'll talk a bit about applying them, writing, these sorts of things. Okay, so the first one is C, G, E, and B. It's a bit reachy, as you can see. And I'm using hybrid style. I'm using a pick and finger. So I'm using the pick on the low string, the second finger on the next string, up, and so on. Now, if I invert that, C, G, B, and E, I go C goes to E, G goes to B, E goes to G, and B goes to C. So then you generate a first inversion. That's nice. You know. Already, very nice. Kind of squeeze a melody out of it. And then the next one would be E goes to G, B to C, G to B, C to E. It's a little easier to finger. G, C, B, and E. Maybe you get a sharp 11 in, I get the F sharp in. And then finally, the G goes to B, the C goes to E, the B goes to C, and the E goes to G. So you get a B, E, C, G. So if you put these all together just on C major, do it, go up an octave, you got the same thing. Really pretty. They're kind of pastoral, you know, they have a nice sound to them. And again, as we showed in the first video, even just moving those around can sound great. The 4 grips, just these, even if I just move these. That's pretty. Very nice. I like that. Very nice. All I did was take these 4. And you can hear how it sort of has that fusion-y sound. And again, you know, one of the people that we could pinpoint this to maybe is Holdsworth. And again, Metheny uses elements of these things as well. So even those are just the major chords. Now let's do minors, dominants, and all those sorts of things. Let me do the minor chords next. Okay, this is a C minor 7. So instead of C, G, B, E, excuse me, C, G, E, B, rather, it's C, G, B flat, E flat. Nice chord, nice minor 7th. Like that. And if you invert it, you get E flat, B flat, G, and C. Kind of nice. So I'll just do these quickly for you. And then if I invert it again, G, C, B flat, and E flat. Very easy to finger. And then the next one is B flat, E flat, C, and G. So now, those are nice. And again, just playing through the minor 7s on C. Again, if you move those around and just experiment with those as grips, they're great too. And I'll combine them with the majors. fun. And that's just majors and minors. And you can see they have a very spaced sound, and you can really hear the inner voices with these. What's nice about these chords, I find, is you can really pry apart the inner voice motion, you know, moving the bass lines, etc. You know, it can be really, really fun, really cool. You know. Nice, you can really hear the inner voices moving because the chords are spaced so far apart. Here are some of the more unusual ones, and now once you get those, start with the altered chords. So dominant sevenths, I'll do a C7. I avoided that one, but let me just do the C7 right here. C, G, E, and B flat. And let's do it with a flat 5 or a sharp 5. That's kind of nice. If I invert it, you know, I move to the next inversion, so I get a flat C7 flat 5. That's an E, B flat, G flat, C. And then the sharp 5 is nice. I like that one right there. E, B flat, A flat, C. That's nice, even just to kind of move a little bit. Very nice. Yeah, that works. And the next one is, you know, you've got your C7 flat 5 here as well. So, and then there's your sharp 5, which is nice. C7 sharp 5. Nice. Okay. Flat 5 and then sharp 5 again. And then you would have your C7 sharp 5 here. That's cool. So I'm just combining them. So if you wanted to do the whole tone, you know, sounds like that, etc. So you just move the flat 5s and sharp 5s up. More fun is the major 7ths altered, I think. Here's the major 7th. C, G, E, and B. How about C, major 7 flat 5? Sharp 5. Very nice. That's a pretty one. First inversion, here's the flat 5, and here's the sharp 5. C major 7, C major flat 5, and then C major sharp 5. Almost sounds like a sharp 9 chord. Almost like an A flat 7 sharp 9, yeah. That kind of thing. And then major 7 flat 5, major 7 sharp 5. So we add those to the mix, memorizing the shapes, and then just, again, playing around with them. Watch. That's nice. Hear how you can get so many nice chord progressions just by memorizing some of those grips and then simply improvising. And you can tell this what's nice about this is it leads you to play the chords melodically. Like I'm not thinking specifically about progressions. I mean, I might be in some places, but it's melody. I mean, it's almost like I let the top or middle or bottom line kind of guide my chords rather than you know, in taste, etc., rather than going, you know, A to B to C to D to you know, to whatever, rather than root motion. So I think that's what's nice about those chords as well. Before we leave those, the other thing is that if you're so inclined, I would suggest getting them into tunes. You know, if you're a jazz musician, like for instance, here's how they could work in more of a jazz context specifically. Let's look at the tune Inner Urge by Joe Henderson. If you're a jazz musician, you'll know that one. So I'm going to work out the chords on those string families. Now watch the voice leading on it. So the first chord's an F sharp minor 7 flat 5, right? Can add a B if I want to. So here are the chords, right? So you get the idea there. So those are the chords for the first part. F major 7, I just move. Actually, all that happens there is the F sharp moves down to an F major 7. So I work out, you know. Then it goes to an E flat major 7. D flat major 7, right in the neighborhood. So even just on those 4 changes, you hear. Now watch this. Here's the tougher part, which is the second section. E major 7, D flat major 7, right? D major 7, B major 7. C major 7, A major 7, B flat 7 flat 5, or sharp 11, and then G major 7. And back. So it's nice, you can make interesting choices, voice lead them smoothly. Right? And that could go anywhere. You know, E major 7, D flat, D natural, major 7, B major 7, you know, etc. C major 7, A major 7, B flat sharp 9, you know, that kind of thing. And then G major 7. It's really nice, even just improvising on those changes. Boy, that sounds. And that's just fourths too. That F sharp, B flat, E, and A. And watch the other beauty of this chord family is things like basic fourth chords like that. They seem stretchy, but watch this. You can voice lead better. F sharp minor 7 flat 5 to F major 7 is the move. I did F sharp, B, E, and A, and then I just moved it down, F sharp to F. And then I just move this down, and then I just move that. It's really nice, you know. So that's how you might punch those into a standard tune. Okay. But one last thing I would like to do is demonstrate something again on another chord family, which is related to that, which is the 2, 3, 5, 6. It's that version, same spacing, only on the lower strings. So you get like a deeper, you get a bit of a deeper sound. So there's the C major chord, C major 7, you know. So same stuff we did on the other family, now a bit deeper. And I'd like to demonstrate a piece that a friend of mine wrote named Percy, and we just went through this morning, which was very nice. And it's all major 7th chords, but just to show you how cycles of major 7s and unusual progressions can sound very melodic using these chords. Now, the progression, I'll play it in standard chords for you first. It's just A major 7. It's a lot of changes. D major 7. So I'll do them all in just regular kind of chords. F sharp major 7. E major 7. G major 7. C major 7. B major 7. F major 7. A flat major 7. D flat major 7, I'm just reading them off of here. G flat major 7, E flat major 7, and B flat major 7. Now when you hear those, they sound a bit unrelated. And there's a lot of shifting, okay? But with these voicings, now I'll read, okay, so don't mind me reading, but I'll do them all with chords on the second, third, fifth, and sixth strings, okay? And I'll play the same chord changes, but try to make it more melodic with the chords. So A major 7, here's an A major 7. So I did an A, E, B, and D sharp. I went to D major 7, A, D, C sharp, and E. F sharp major 7, or G flat major 7, that would be B flat, F, D flat, and G flat. And then for E major 7, move it down a whole step. G major 7. I did G, D, A, and C sharp, or I could have done G, D, C sharp, and E, sharp 11. And then how about a C major 7? How about that? G, E, C, and D, etc. And then move it down a whole step. F major 7, F, C, B, and E. Okay, A flat major 7. Oh, that's nice. A flat, E flat, C, and D. D flat major 7, I'll just continue. G flat major 7, E flat major 7, B flat, and then A. D, and I'll just sort of improvise. Very nice, boy. So it sounded a lot different than just etc. And there's nothing wrong with that, but just to demonstrate how really creative you can get with these chord voicings. I mean, it's just no end to it. So I hope that proved helpful for you, and I hope it generates new ideas. Really, that's what it's all about, is developing, you know, I mentioned Allan Holdsworth, but it's not about necessarily trying to play like him, and he's amazing. He's just a brilliant musician that has done so much for us as guitar players, just opened up so many worlds. But at the same time, make your own voice out of this. You know, these are just materials. Again, it's not like we're trying to rip off somebody, although that's cool too. There's nothing wrong with that, really. So I hope this has proved a bit helpful and generates some new compositional ideas, etc. For you. And I look forward to hearing from you. If you're interested in the Skype instruction that I provide, please contact me. The link will be at the bottom of this YouTube clip. And thanks again. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you soon.